Hi everybody, it is Max Mackintoshes back again for another video. In this video, I'm going to be creating a modern house, and it is like a small-ish house. It only has 2 bedrooms, enough for 3 Sims, but in my head, I kind of imagined it as like a single dad house. I don't really have a reason why, but that's what I was imagining the whole time I was building this house. Originally, I was going to make it a tiny house, like maybe the 100 tile tiny house, but that didn't work out, so maybe in another video I will actually make what I intended to make this time, but this one turned out good in the end, and I like how it ended up looking. And I don't want to hide anything from you guys, but this is the second time I had to record this voiceover, because the first time I was being silly, and so on my settings, you can mute the microphone, and I guess I thought it would be really fun to mute it the first time I recorded this. So then I went to play back the audio, and I was like, wow, why isn't there any sound on this? And then I went back and checked my settings, and I was like, oh, because I muted it. So first tip, if you want to be able to hear the audio you're recording, maybe don't mute it. It's a little difficult that way. Would not recommend that. So hopefully, I can bring back all my charm from the first try and figure out and remember what I was trying to say the first time. It's going to be quite hard because I have a terrible memory, can never remember what I say. I say it, it's gone, I don't recall anything that happened, but I'll try my best. And now that I'm looking at the build here, you can see we're on the smallish lot, and it's in Oasis Springs. I believe it's a 20 by 15 lot, it looks pretty small. But we don't stay here because I decided I want a more lavish backyard, so I ended up moving it to a 30 by 20, also in Oasis Springs, but not in an area that has grass, so we end up having like the little dirt, dust, whatever you want to call it. It's like the deserty area. That's what I was going for. You'll see we'll move there in a little bit. I'm not quite sure when, I can't recall, but we're just working on the outside for now, and it was quite difficult. Even though I was semi-following a reference picture, I still had trouble, probably because I only can see the front, and that doesn't help doing the back when you can't see the back, but it got there in the end, and I like how it turned out. And then we hop inside. It goes super fast because it's not a very big house. We did the upstairs real quick, as you could see, and as I said, I think earlier, it's 2 bedrooms, so it fits 3 Sims, and there's 1 bathroom upstairs. I really would have liked to put a bathroom downstairs as well, but it just wasn't working out. I wanted to put the dining table by the back door at first, then it wasn't working out, so I moved it to the front door, and then I was like, hey, then I can put the bathroom by the back door, but then I still didn't like it, so I decided no bathroom, and we put like a bar by the back door, put a chest table on the other side, and we just figured it out from there. It's not a very big house anyway, so I feel like it's not a huge issue that there's only 1 bathroom and that it's upstairs. And also, if you noticed, on the roof it's like a flat roof, but then we kind of have these like short fences on the top as well. I kind of tried to make it look sort of like a pergola, but like it's not a pergola because it's like on the roof and attached to the roof. I don't know, I kind of like that design, but you can let me know what you think, if you like it or don't like it. That would be nice to know. I don't know how to do modern houses, so I'm really just grasping at straws here, trying to figure out what looks nice. And that goes along with the landscaping as well. I'm just, hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. I don't know how to do landscaping in modern houses. I just like, what do I use? We have like this long line of bushes on the one side of the fence, and then on the other side we have those little spiky plants, I don't know, and then eventually we'll add some of those bigger spiky plants in the middle, and what spiky is modern, I guess. I don't know, but we just tried our best and just stopped while we're ahead and didn't try to do too much, because when you think it's not good, don't add more, but if you think you're on the right track, add more. Does that make sense? Absolutely does not. When I do a modern house, I am so out of my comfort zone, I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't really even have an idea of how to make it better. So if I add more, I feel like I'm just adding more bad landscaping. Whereas if I'm doing a suburban house, which I'm very comfortable with, and I'm like, I don't like the landscaping, it looks weird. If I keep adding more, it'll look better because I'm comfortable with suburban houses, and I know the general idea of what I'm going for. It's just my hands aren't doing the work. at the moment, but I know if I keep going, it'll look good because I know what I'm doing. I have the reference picture in my mind of a suburban house. But in a modern house, it's just like crickets. Nothing's going on up there. If Does that make more sense? I don't know if that was more helpful. Wow, I'm off the rocker here. So, anyways, as you can see, I was having so much trouble with the landscaping that I decided to paint the outside. And that's when you know it's going down, because I hate painting the outside of houses. I just don't know what to do. And like when I do a modern house, I feel like I just have to have like 87 different wallpapers, and I don't know why. Like this one has like this wood stuff from Eco Lifestyle. I think it has like some base game white color, and then there is like some white paneling in the back a little bit, and I think there's some sort of faded, barely there brick in the back as well. I don't know why. Could not tell you why I did that. It just happened, and I was like, sure, that seems neat. I could handle that. So we got there in the end. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, I kept it, so I liked it enough. But modern houses, they do stress me out a bit. But practice makes you better. It's not going to make you worse, I wouldn't think. That's how I got building in the first place anyway. I used to be terrible, and then I was like, no, I want to, so I will. So I kept trying, and then eventually I got better. I like to think that I do just fine and dandy now. I don't think it's dreadful or anything. But modern, we're still kind of, working through the kinks of that, pushing through, trying to figure out what a modern house is, and we'll get there in the end, eventually. I believe in myself. Also in this modern house, you could see, I'm sure, that there are several balconies. There's like one little one in the front, and then we have this like longer one in the back, and then of course like the front, back, entryway, porch type of deal. And I just always add those in modern houses too, I think. I don't know. And on the back one, I didn't know what to put there because I figured this is a small house. We don't need another table out there. So I put an easel and a woodworking station and a little gardening object thing, whatever it's called. And we put a gaming table from Get Together because I never used that. So I thought that might be fun. And then we just were like, okay, that's the balcony. All the games are out there, which would be terrible in real life because like it would get rained on. And that would be bad. But anyway, speaking of that gaming table from Get Together, that reminds me, Get Together, that's a pack. This build is a limited pack build. Back to my roots. I did like one not limited pack build like a week ago or so for my birthday, and ever since then I'm like, oh my god, I need to do a limited pack build because I still feel bad for not doing one then. So we're back at it. This one uses Get Together, Eco Lifestyle, and Tiny Living. I originally was going to do just Eco Lifestyle, and then I started doing the outside of the house, and Get Together had a glass fence that I just had to use. I could not use any other equivalent. It had to be that one. So I was like, fine, it can be Get Together and Eco Lifestyle, and that's it. But then I started going, and I was like, you know what? I really need to use the Tiny Living furniture for the living room, this little dining table type thing. I need to use that from Tiny Living. So I'll just use that as well. And then we stopped, thankfully, and I didn't keep wanting more. So it's just 3 packs, which I feel like still counts as a limited pack build. So I hope this is very accessible for you all, and you can all download it and enjoy it if you so desire. And since we're on the topic, if you would like to download this build, there will be a link in the description to this build, if that's the easiest way for you to download this and find it. Or if you want to search for it yourself on the gallery, my username is Mackintoshes, spelled the same way as here on YouTube. I believe it's called like Modern 2-Bedroom. I know, not creative at all. I don't know how to name houses. If you know how to, give me some tips. I absolutely have no idea how to do that. But anyways, either the link in the description or search for it yourself. Hopefully you'll be able to find this if you want to. I mean, you'll definitely be able to find it with the link in the description, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I feel like I've barely talked about the inside of this house, like the furnishing and stuff, but we're already upstairs, so the 2 bedrooms are up here. We got a double bed and a single bed in each of them. We first start on the single bedroom. We use this Tiny Living bed in this purple swatch. I love purple. Such a good color. I enjoy it a lot. And then I kind of just made everything that purple swatch from Tiny Living. Kind of went with that color scheme. kind of matched downstairs that was also like purple, orange, yellow, white, kind of just brought that upstairs. I thought that would be fun, and I like the color scheme, and I get attached to things like that, and then I can't let go. So we used it in the bedroom here. And there's not much going on in this bedroom, pretty small. Got a little computer, because that's a necessity. Necessity. That was kind of hard to say. Anyways, and then we add some little knickknacks on the floor, a backpack, a bear, and a little Yoda statue. That's always quite fun. I never add the Yoda statue in, but I should try to add that more. That can be like the rainbow flag. I added that in this one too. I said, I think a few videos ago, maybe, or maybe I just thought it in my head. Anyways, I made a mental note that I wanted to use the pride flag more often, and now I'm going to add Yoda to the list. Use the pride flag and Yoda. That's an interesting combination, now that I think of it. But anyways, now we're on to the parents' bedroom, and it's pretty basic. We just use the Eco Lifestyle bed, Eco Lifestyle dresser, a mirror, and we throw a chair in the corner because that's about all that fits. But I think we're coming up to the end of the video now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If not, well, thanks for watching anyway. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment something down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. I will see you all in my next video, for whatever that might be. Bye.